Here's another one you can see updated today, September the 4th. Trump has directed the Pentagon to prepare for military restructuring as Russia and China grow closer. Trump has accused China and Russia and North Korea of conspiring against the United States as Chinese leader Xi Jinping presides over a massive military parade in Beijing. Soon after Chinese President Xi Jinping, Russia's Vladimir Putin, and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un were seen together in China, U.S. President Donald Trump directed the Pentagon to be ready to detour China and Russia if required, signaling preparations for a large-scale transformation of the American armed forces. U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, while speaking to Fox News, confirmed that he had received an order from the president to begin planning for a major restructuring of the military. That is why President Trump has charged us at the Department of Defense to prepare to rebuild our military and reestablish deterrence, not because we seek conflict, and we've been clear about that with China, Russia, and others, he stated. Meanwhile, President Trump has accused China, Russia, and North Korea of conspiring against the United States as Chinese leader Xi Jinping presides over a massive military parade in Beijing, marking the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. And also, here is another one here. Now, you can see Pete Hegseth. Trump orders the Pentagon to prepare for deterring Russia and China. Now, right after this, we're going to show some more video footage so you can see it for yourself. U.S. President Donald Trump has instructed the Pentagon to prepare for the deterrence of closer ties between Russia and China, raising concerns about global security dynamics. And a lot of people saying this is speculation of a world war. We're seeing major powers, global powers, Russia, China, North Korea, coming together, celebrating, and as they're doing this, unveiling new nuclear weapons together, and Donald Trump is calling them out. According to U.S.
TV, so the French president got on live TV last night and told his people that everybody in Europe, all the countries, all of their armies are meeting up to have a fucking conversation about preparing to possibly go to war with Russia to help Ukraine. On top of that, he said that we have to be prepared just in case the United States don't have our fucking backs. Now, France and Europe and United States have been in a peace treaty, have been allies since the fucking 1700s. The 1700s. This shit ain't never supposed to be happening with us right now. The fact that they cannot count on the United States to have their back in case Russia crosses the line, invades Ukraine, and tries to keep going into the fucking EU. They are afraid that we are going to be allies with Russia. Oh my God, that sounds so fucking bad coming out my mouth. What the fuck is going on, y'all? We are actually allies with Russia. We are actually fucking allies with Russia. We may be going...
Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. The move was prompted by what he described as the weakness of the previous administration, which he said inadvertently drew Moscow and Beijing together, close together. Caliber AZ reports per foreign media. He explained that...
Shalom, shalom. First off, I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Yahweh being the true name of Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai being named for his own begotten Son, who the world eagerly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders, a great millstone, Natasha's truth and will well, and salutations to you, hopeful life, person's truth, and all honesty and sincerity. This is Brother Yabasop, coaching the lessons to the spirit power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's another update, end times and events. Right now, you have a big rumor of another war coming up, and they're calling it World War III. Tensions are at an all-time high, and these countries are getting on high alert. So, it's talking about Trump, ordering Pentagon to prepare for deterring Russia and China. There's no deterring them. Okay, for one thing, Russia has the world's most powerful nuclear weapon. So there's no deterrence needed there. And both countries, between Russia and China are moving similar. We can expect that China is going to bust a move on Taiwan pretty soon. And that's just the icing on the cake. Okay, so this third world war is brewing. It's definitely knocking at the door. And you got France is making basically emergency preparations for this. Now, another thing too I want to speak on is no, we're definitely not taking sides and being allies with Russia. That shit is not going to happen. So she can hang that up with that woman was talking about. Okay, sound kind of ignorant at that point, but the scriptures do talk about what Russia will do, and they are going to be the ones spearheading the destruction of the United States prophetically, turning this place into the lake of fire with those thermonuclear missiles. They're going to obliterate this place, and many other countries are going to shoot their missiles here too. Okay. It's the book of Revelation 11 and 14. It says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." Right, so World War II, which is the second woe, is past. The third woe cometh quickly. So the third World War is coming right on in, man. Okay, so the second World War took place in 1940s. Okay, so now we're in the year 2025. So, that's not even 100 years later. All of a sudden, you got another Third World War brewing up. And this is going to be the last one. This is going to be the end-all, be-all war that brings in, the doomsday, the apocalypse, the judgment, the return of the Heavenly Father, all that, man. Okay, but before this Third World War gets kicked off full-fledged, that prophecy of the mark of the beast must be fulfilled. So Revelation 13 and 16 is going to come. So we're going to expect that any day now they're going to collapse this economy, because that's going to be the catalyst or the excuse of making that thing mandatory, along with a combination of another pandemic. Okay, so for medical justification purposes, as well as financial economic purposes, that's what they can pass laws and make it mandatory to take. Okay, then you're going to have this Third World War, jump off full force. You're going to have a bunch of different attacks and battles leading up to that point. So you can expect something to happen on U.S. soil. Okay, you can expect a new draft to happen. Invasions, United States. It's all gonna build up to the end all be all, which is that sky's gonna crack in the midst of fighting. Everybody, the whole earth is gonna see the return of the Heavenly Father, who Igli calls God, and is only begotten the Son, Yahushai. Okay. This is Jeremiah 50 and 22. It says, "A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction." Okay, so that's definitely a sound of battle. They making parades and stuff, and all linking up for these parades, and showing off their nuclear capability to each other. Now it's got all these other countries set in motion and preparing for this thing to pop off. Okay, and United States has been threatening Russia, to leave Ukraine alone, and Russia says they want all the smoke. They're saying, "Bring it." This is Jeremiah 50 and 14. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh." So the Lord's going to put in spirit for all these other nations, these countries, to completely unload their arsenal on this place. So everybody with any type of missile capability, Spirit's going to compel them to aim right at the United States, and they're going to send them off, man. They said, "All ye that bend the bow." That modern day bow goes into, these missile silos and these weapons of rifles and things like that, man. So the missiles, when they get shot off, man, hey, that's it. This is Matthew 24:6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." So you're going to hear of all these wars and rumors of wars and things happening, but the end is not yet. The end is when Yahweh Shai comes back, okay, to deliver us, get his vengeance, okay, then he's going to proceed to put us in our rightful seat, our power, and we're going to rule these other nations, man. And they're going to be enslaved to build the kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. So we're looking forward to that reward, man. So these wars and rumors of wars are just more signs that we're closer to the end. So with that, Lord's will, this lesson is edified. I'm going to close out. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh, double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, taught us truth and will well. Citation, hope, light, truth, honesty, sincerity. Shalom.